Hey everybody, Paul Burry, family from the gaming, and with me is
Teen Gamer.
And we are doing the top 10 list, and this is the top 10 of
best PS4 VR games.
And we are doing this in July of 2018, so there was a little struggle finding 10 good games.
Yeah, there's not really 10.
Yeah, so we're doing our best, and if you have a different list, leave a comment below. Do you want to go ahead and start? Alright, so my number 10 is Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It's a puzzle game.
That you didn't play, right?
Don't worry about that. How I played it, don't worry about that. One person is in VR, and then the other family members.
You don't have to be in VR.
You don't have to. You can play over the PC screen. But yeah, it's kind of a better experience
in VR.
It's
also on
PS4. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because we asked for it, and they didn't provide it on PS4. They provided it on PC and Oculus. So, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is Super Hot VR. We haven't played the VR version, but I've seen what it looks like. It's just like the version we played on the Xbox because it was free with gold 1 month. I don't remember how long ago that was.
Yep, I remember it.
It's like maybe earlier this year, last year, late.
Kind of short, shattering shooter. A short, shattering shooter. Say that 20 times fast.
It wasn't short. You just didn't play anything after the game.
My number 9 is Chess Ultra for the non-argumentative people out there who like to do strategy.
Or, the guys who like to, when you're playing chess, suddenly, when you sit down, look at a piece, next turn you're facing to your left and you can't even see the screen. You just completely forget about that?
I remember there were some glitches.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was on one of our worst lists.
Maybe yours. Maybe it gets both. Your number 9?
My number 9 is Fruit Ninja. We haven't played Fruit Ninja VR, but it's just VR Fruit Ninja. There's nothing more to it. So
yeah, you're just going to be slicing with your hands. My number 8 is Renzo Racer. You might be like, wait, Renzo Racer, isn't that just a PC game? Yes, but Encinasoft added the VR mode to it. Pretty cool looking. It's still in alpha, so I expect it to improve as time goes on. Yeah.
I thought it was in beta. Are you sure it's alpha?
I thought my contact over at Encinasoft told me alpha, but maybe it's beta.
Maybe it's beta now. So my number 8 is Race the Sun. We played this on Wii U. Apparently it had some VR version that I didn't even know about it.
Cool.
Procedurally generated runner type game.
Yeah, you're like flying through. Mm-hmm. My number 7 is Astraeus.
Never heard of it.
Well, I've played it and reviewed it, and quite honestly now I'm trying to remember it. I remember. Okay, Astraeus is like Darknet. It's from the same people who made Darknet. You mine with different planets, and you go sit there and build resources. You have to. One planet has to have a factory to send out drones. Another planet has to be a power source. And then you have to have mine planets as well, or asteroids you're mining. So, yeah, that's Astraeus.
My number 7 is Star Trek Bridge Crew. Probably one of the few games that actually say were one of the good VR games that I found.
Yeah.
That's just sort of filler, based on other games.
Yes. Teen Gamer's not too thrilled about this top 10 list, if you can't tell by now. My number 6 is Star Drone VR. This is another puzzle game. There's actually a Star Drone, then they put it in VR. If you don't know what Star Drone is, you're like going around in circles and launching your vehicle and trying to connect to something else and go around in circles and collect all the gems or fragments or whatever it is we're collecting. So.
My number 6 is Eagle Flight. I think we have a video on the channel. I think we did one.
I think we did.
If
not, we'll have to.
No, I'm pretty sure we've done it.
Because
we started on, I said we might make it into a series, and then it went nowhere as far as somewhere.
We'll have to go back and check and see if maybe it's gotten views by now. Because
we have to go find the disc.
Yeah, we got the disc now.
Well, like I said, we have to go find it.
I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Some of our videos are slow builders, and some of them catch fire later. It might be out for 3 months to 6 months, and all of a sudden, 10,000 people want to watch it. So that's cool. My number 5 is League of War VR Arena. I thought this one was really slick. You're standing there, and you're looking down, and you're building different vehicles and troops, and you're sending them out into the battlefield, and they're on the other side of the table, and you're battling it out, trying to destroy.
It reminded me of some of the games in like the 1-2 Switch. It was sort of like a tech demo.
In a lot of ways.
It suffered a good idea, but poor execution. It didn't have a whole lot of content.
how they tried to do it was you would change your commander, and the commander had to go beat the 10 commanders. But the problem was, I would get to like, I don't know, 7 or 8, and I couldn't beat them. I was like just stuck. And so then I do the next commander. Same thing.
The person in VR, if you're playing local, had a distinct advantage.
Yeah.
It wasn't even fair if you're on a controller, because you were doing stuff I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, you were moving them in ways I could not do. I was like, I have 3 things I can attack, and that's it. You can just put them wherever, tell them to go wherever.
Yeah. Still, it was kind of a neat little game. It was
unbalanced.
And here's the thing: a lot of these VR games, they have issues. They have things that need to be worked out. Most of these are first generation, so you know.
My number 5, I didn't even play it right, but apparently I got a VR. The Solus Project.
Oh yeah.
Or as I remembered it, walk around a beautiful planet and be very confused at what you're supposed to do.
My number 4 is Darknet. This was like the people who made Astreas made Darknet as well. Kind of a hacker game where you're going to different nodes and you're trying to get a bunch of money on this kind of 3D grid, and then you would go to the battle screens where you'd sit there and have to plan things out and try to get to the core and conquer it. So it was an interesting little puzzle game in VR.
My number 4 is Job Simulator. It's probably on your list. We've played it.
It's my number 3.
Yeah, so we can just skip that.
Yeah, Job Simulator, a lot of fun. The only problem was it was short. Like half an hour episode or something.
If you went just and ran through it, it'd probably be slower. But if you got distracted by like copying staplers and shooting them,
shooting the staplers, doing 2 staplers,
or copying money and getting that Easter egg.
Yeah. Or going through the box and throwing out all the cards. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. But otherwise, I mean, that's like 2 hours, and you're like, wow, I paid $20. This like I can go for a movie for a lot cheaper than that. So. Anyway, that was my number 3, so when else go your number 3?
My number 3 is Dirt Rally, because it apparently got a VR. We have it on Xbox once, we haven't experienced it, but you like the Dirt Rally game.
I really like the Dirt Rally. I don't like the Dirt Rally games. I like this last one. This last one was actually decent.
But you've played the Dirt Rally games a lot. What do you mean you don't like the Dirt Rally?
I'm not very good at them. I'm not very good at them until this last one. This last one, I think I finally figured out how to race Dirt Rally. So, my number 2 is what he already talked about, Star Trek Bridge Crew. Not only is Star Trek Bridge Crew a lot of fun, and being able to play the captain.
The community was pretty accepting.
Yeah, the community was really accepting. And my first experience playing online, I had only played the captain, so I didn't know how to play the navigator or the engineer or the other helmsman.
Which is why you crashed into a ship.
Yes, I had lots of fun, and so I crashed into things. They were very, very forgiving, very helpful to explain to me what to do and how to do it, because I hadn't played that role before. Not only that, but I after he says we got to go to some other location, he's like, okay, engage. And I'm like, oh, do I have to fly the ship? And they started just laughing hysterically, said the navigator or the helmsman or whatever it was I was. And so it was a real fun experience.
Then there was the time where you brought up a menu and you said, hold on, I'm trying to get help get this menu. And you said something like, oh, I think I found the button. And then we exited the game.
It's like, bye. Sorry. If you're out there, my apologies.
My number 2 is Castle Storm VR.
Oh yeah, Castle Storm.
I've played through.
You played a lot of it.
I played through the entire Castle Storm games on the Xbox, like the DLC and everything. Didn't want to do it again in VR. It was just like you're literally just sitting in a theater. Like that.
Yeah.
There was a theater and there was the main character behind you and like a king or something, but you were just sitting in a theater playing.
It felt like I was a little closer. Like you're a little closer to the screen in VR, at least to me. Like closer to the action.
You were like on the front row seats of the theater.
Yeah.
Which is probably why.
Yeah. My number 1 got the rod and reel out for some fishing master.
Fishing. I don't understand why people like to fish, and I really don't understand why they don't want to fish in VR either.
It is so much fun.
If it's supposed to be a realistic experience, you're going to be sitting there for hours just sitting like this.
Yeah, it's not realistic.
Without a fishing pole in your hand.
It's video game. It's video game related. So you're just like, and something comes up and you're going left and right. And anyway, I liked it. My number 1 What's your number one?
My number one was to keep talking and nobody explodes, because if it's played right, unlike how you did it, it has potential to be pretty fun. I just wish that they did it in some way where, like, the other player who's supposed to be explaining it, because you're not supposed to be in the same room or anything, is able to, like, see what you're doing and everything, so they can say, no, not that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you only get 3 mistakes and keep talking, nobody explodes. But one of my biggest problems with it personally is it's a little too complex. So if there's 3 wires, do this. If there's 4 wires, do this. And it's not just if there's 3 wires, do this. It's like if there are 3 wires and there's a red wire, do this. If there's a blue wire, do this. If the last one's yellow, do that. And you're like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's like you got like 20 instructions for each one of these little boxes you have to solve in 5 minutes.
Which is why I said it would have been nicer if they let the person who's supposed to be explaining it see, like, if you're both in a game, you join a party together, and then they can see your screen, but they can't interact.
Right. They can give you communication. That's all the thoughts I have on the top 10 best VR. Do you have any more thoughts?
No, I just like to thank everyone for watching and say hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.